Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? Good times, good times. Good to see. Hello, Miss Lori. How are you, doll? Fantastic. It's like a light show up in here. I hope everybody is excited. So, hello, Ron. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Joanna. Hello, love. Hello. And this is Christine. She's our fantastic moderator. She'll be the one that is posting links in the comments, absolutely answering any questions that I may see. She's huge assistance to me because half the time trying to keep up with the comments are quite challenging. I'm so good to see you too. I am really glad to see you. It's been a wonky energy this week, hasn't it? I mean, I would say probably the last maybe week and a half, the energy has been kind of wonky. I don't know how many of you out there are, clairsentient feelers, a nice way of saying feelers. But the energy seems a little wonky out there lately. I don't know if I'm the only one picking up on it, but it seems very wonky. Like people are either tired or just kind of out of it and they don't want to do anything. Yeah, Alicia. Yeah, weird, right? Totally weird. I've been feeling it all day. Okay. Yeah. And it's been going on for like a hot minute. And, for me, I'm very much one of those people like, oh, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. But, we're dragging on to like over a week. I'm like, what the heck? I'm kind of over it. Too hot to do anything. I know that's right. So I'm in Michigan and, I live in Michigan for a reason. We don't really have hot weather. We have like 2 weeks of hot and the rest is just cool and cold and freezing. And we've had like record highs. And I've noticed just globally, there's been, rainfall in record amounts in odd areas. Just the weather has been really kind of wonky. Maybe Mother Nature is just trying to adjust to us being back in the world after that 2-year break from COVID. But I'm excited to see everybody. So might as well kick this off in the best of ways. South Jersey, past couple of days. Wow. Yeah. We made it up to 104 here. And in Michigan, that's insane. We do not have that. That's just crazy, crazy. So Christina is posting the link in StreamYard. And unfortunately, if you are getting this on YouTube, you cannot come into see me live in the StreamYard group. But if you would like to join me, any Facebook users, if you would like to join me up in live, happy to help you. Just click on that link and it will let you into the studio. Thank you so much. All right, look at this. Alicia jumps in right away. Awesome. How are you, love?
All right. I'm good. How are you? Sorry, I had a couple of you going on at the same time.
Many of me. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you. How have you been?
I've been really well. And for those that don't know you, this is a former student of mine. Alicia, she's fantastic.
Thank you.
I love my students make me look good, don't they? And you've got some really cool, interesting stuff that's opened up recently. So I'm really impressed. Good times, good times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been awesome. I've definitely come a long way since I first started with you. So
Yeah.
it's
I don't know if I am. I'm not sure.
I'm not doing this. I'm
Yeah.
not doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times
So,
though.
doing it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was just coming on to see if there were any messages for me in terms of my development, and Evelyn's birthday is coming up. So I was also kind of seeing if there were any messages for her. I'm trying to figure out what to do for her for homeschooling this year. More like my I guess any kind of development, but
I feel like you want to do homeschooling with her, but you also don't. You're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can handle all that.
I do this every year. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very common feeling. And as she gets older, it gets harder, the information gets harder. So then I have to study it before I can just start teaching it to her. So
Yeah. I do feel like you're going to continue homeschooling. I do feel like you're overthinking it. Don't.
okay.
And I also feel like you need to kind of throw in some life skill and not be so worried about um, the academia portion of it, is what I'm getting, which is ironic because you know me. So that's coming from spirit, not me.
Well, it's so funny because I was just looking at a homeschool co-op that's local that just opened up, and literally one of the things was life skill, and she was like, "Ooh, I really think I'd like to take that class."
That's
She
so
just said
funny.
it just
Yeah.
like 3 minutes ago. So that
Awesome.
makes sense.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I think that'll be really beneficial for both you and her.
Yeah.
Can't be all work and no play. It makes
Right.
Alicia a dull girl.
It does.
So,
A cranky girl.
yeah. Yeah. So I feel like that, as far as, career wise, I think you just went through a pretty massive shift.
Yeah.
And I think you're still settling in. I really do. I think the next 4 months, you're still going to be settling in. I also feel like your clairvoyance has shifted.
Yeah.
And it scared you at first.
Yes.
Yeah. So that shifted. That's okay. You know what? As we grow, I swear to you, I've been doing this for 30 years. And it surprises me every time I go through a shift, because I'm like, oh, I can't see any more than this, or I can't hear any more than what I hear or know. And then every time I'm like, well, damn, I guess I can, So
Yeah.
there is still that growth. We're all growing all the time. I think about 4 months you're going to be going through this. I also, the movement is doing you wonders, not just spiritually and physically, but mentally.
Mm-hmm.
It's really doing you wonders. Really good. Really, really good.
Awesome.
And I know you're kind of iffy, like, okay, this is great, but I want more. And I feel like you're being challenged right now. And I'll tell you what happens is, right at the precipice, right when you're almost there, you have a tendency to go, I give up.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't do that. Keep plugging through. Okay. Keep plugging through, and it'll pay off in dividends.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense to you?
It does. My clairvoyance is really starting to get back to where it was before. I still get those feelings of fear that just kind of take over. And then I'll kind of be like, okay, pause. Like, I can't handle it. But that's a very common cycle for me, to kind of be like, I'm going to freak out and say no. But since working with you, I definitely feel like I'm learning to step over that fear factor and just kind of be like, okay,
Yeah.
I might have jumped the gun on
Yeah.
saying no,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun, and yeah.
Yeah.
So
I see nothing but good.
Good.
I know this feels like a lull. I get that. Oops. We're going to
And
be
I just finished. I did just get like, you know, and I think you know how I can get where I'm like, okay, let's go. I want more, I want more. But then I'm also like, not too much. So I did just kind of like have a upgrade in my gifts, and I am just kind of like coasting right now. And I think that my impatience, for lack of a better term, is just wondering, you know, if there's anything that I need to do, if I'm allowed to just kind of
I think you're doing everything really well. I think you're communing really well. I think that you're spending time with that introspection really well, 4 months. And this isn't it's because you are having difficulty. No, it's because you just had a shift. Like, I don't care who you are, if you have a pulse, it's going to take time to absorb. And it's not really I use that word because you have to learn how to really master the way that you're receiving information now. Okay. So that's what I mean by absorb. So I'm looking at about 4 months right now, but I'm getting nothing but good. Like, I'm literally seeing the word advanced. I'm seeing gratitude, lots of gratitude. So you must be giving a lot of gratitude as well. And you have lots of ancestors, two primarily, that are like right up front doing this. So good. I mean, that's all good things. Good things.
Awesome.
Yeah. And keep demonstrating that for your daughter. That's what the ancestors are saying. Demonstrate that for your daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm noticing her, like yesterday, she cleaned the whole living room, you know, without any sort of direction. So I've really been appreciating watching her just watch me living and then picking up those habits and feeling inspired to do things on her own and to feel
She's going to be
accomplished.
really good.
Yeah.
I see her doing telepathy really well.
Yeah, she's great. I mean, sometimes clients come over and she just can't help but chime in, and it's always accurate. So
she's really good. Keep setting that example, or the saying, the children are our future. I got 5 kids, same thing.
Right.
Set the example.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you
right,
so much
love.
for your time. It was so great to see you.
You too. I hope you have a fantastic night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Hello, Miss Giovanna. How are you?
Hi. Good
Oh
on
my
you.
God. This is great. This is another student of mine. I swear to God, I did not pay these people to show up. How are you doing,
No.
love?
Doing so. I love the fact that you said that about the energy, because it's been an insane week for me. So I love that. It was not only for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've noticed it. And, I'm very much like, oh, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. It's going to be a few day kind of thing. And I'm seeing it more and more and more. And then, friends and peers within the spiritual community are all experiencing it. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of relieved that it isn't just me, but definitely noticing, most people are just like blah, a lot of foggy heads, not clear thinking is what I'm observing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, like before I came on, I got into my space and I'm like, okay, God, bring it tonight. Bring it for sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm bringing a question, and I actually like the way that the previous person asked. So I want to ask for a message too. I recently, I didn't. My ex-boyfriend broke up with me, and I want to see what's the message behind this, because right now I only see it like negative, like a negative thing, like a really bad thing just happened.
Well, I feel like it boils down to vulnerability, right? You like to keep this parts of yourself unexposed to partners. And I'm using the word plural because that's what I'm hearing. So not just this relationship, but past relationships. You don't want to be too vulnerable because you have in the past and you've gotten burned pretty bad. And in this relationship, I think it's representative of, although you, on the surface, everything looked really well, on the surface, you were happy. You weren't happy enough to give that little part of yourself. You weren't secure enough to give that part of yourself, you know? So it was not meant for you. It was great for a season, but it's not forevermore. Does that make sense the way I'm saying that?
Definitely. Like, well, actually, I try my best. I actually put the time into this one. Normally, I don't. I'm more of like, okay, whatever happens, happens. But the person literally told me I am too colorful. I'm too happy. I am too lifeful. I am too connected with my spiritual side. And yeah, that was pretty much it.
Well, I mean, if you're dulling your shine just so you can be with somebody,
Oh,
I
hell
don't
no.
know, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me. You know?
No.
It doesn't. And I'll tell you, it takes a pretty powerful person to be in a relationship with a practitioner. It really does. Because, you know, I always say my husband deserves an award because I'll be in the middle of talking and spirit will walk in and I'll go, hold on, you know? And he's patient and understanding, but not everybody is. And my spiritual practice comes first. And a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, well, you have, you know, your wife and mom. And yeah, but I'm a practitioner first. And a lot of people don't understand that or agree with that. And that's cool. That's fine. But that's how I am. That's how I believe. And that's how I live my life.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
just stand really firm in that. You know, I feel like 7 months you're going to have another person come along. I feel like around the 26th, because I'm seeing 26 on a calendar circled. And I also feel like the name is going to start with the B.
I am traveling that day. I'm not
Okay.
sure with month, but I'm traveling on the 26th of well, no, it's not 7 months from now, but I'm traveling on the 26th of November.
Okay. So 7 months from now, around the 26th, the name starts with a B. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
And can I ask a spirit for an advice?
Yeah, go ahead.
General, like not in anything in particular.
You, I love this. So I think that goes right back to dulling your shine. You're a very powerful person, you know, especially, and, you know, I feel like I'm cheating because I know you, but, you know, I know your background. I know your family. You're very powerful. Don't put that in a box to have a relationship with someone because the right person is there for you. You just got to wait. You have to be in the right space for that person to come to you. That's all.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool? These guys are just practice runs. That's all. You're just getting a practice run in.
I'm so happy you said that because I've been in my head thinking, what is so wrong with me that I keep attracting
There's
these people
nothing.
that they don't know what they want. I don't
It's a
know what I
practice
want.
run. That's it. That's how you have to look at it. I'm dead serious. So this guy's coming. He has brown hair, olive skin tone. Well, to me, I'm so freaking white. I'm almost transparent, you know? So, but yeah. I want to say he's not very tall. He's like 5'9", 5'10", something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Well,
not like
great.
super built or anything like that. If anything, he has more of the dad bod going for him, you know. But I think it's a good match. I do. Be patient, be open, be receptive, and be prepared for it.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. Have a great day. It was good to see
Bye.
you.
Same.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, how are you? How do I say your name? Carrie?
Carrie Ann.
Carrie Ann. Beautiful name. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Good.
How can I help you?
I was just scrolling through and I saw you, and I was just watching your readings, and I had done a few classes before, and now I feel like I've kind of lost my ability because I think I've been stressed and stuff, and so I was just trying to get some insight and had a couple losses, so I think that blocks it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Scared to death of it, so I don't think that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll tell you, a few years back, my sister had passed away. And I swear to you, I've been doing this for 30 years. And when she passed away, I had such grief, you know, and it was really hard. And I had my team, my guides telling me, you have to let this go. And I mean, I do this work for a living. You know, I know she's so much better where she's at, but I'm greedy. You know, I like the human form and I want to experience the human form with her. So it did take time, and that's completely normal, completely natural.
Okay.
Yeah. Your sentience is what I'm picking up. Your feeling, I feel very strong with you. And that's why the grief is hitting so wonky, because you're trying not to feel the grief. By not feeling the grief, then you're not going to be able to feel when it comes to psychically gathering information. Does that make sense?
Yes, because they say like, oh, try not to think about it, try not to. But I feel like how can you not? It's like when you're told not to think about it, I feel like I think about it more, and
Yeah.
sometimes I can't help it because I used to be able to just see just spirits just in my house and
Yeah.
walking around, and it literally scared me to death. And try to stop it, but I know I can't stop it. So, and then after a while, I stopped seeing it and I used to hear people talking constantly, and it's
Mm-hmm.
stopped a little bit. Then when my friend passed away, then now I feel like I hear nothing, and I used to be able to talk to like my daughter's dad, and now I hear nothing.
So
So
the hearing portion, and I hate when people use the word like raise your vibe, because you're like, okay, what the hell does that mean? And
yes,
it's so much more than be in a happy, blissful state. Okay. Because you can be as happy where rainbows are shooting out your butt crack and you're still not going to be able to hear. You
yeah,
have to have when I'm saying vibration, what I am referring to is how you are relating to the earth's frequency. Okay. So here's spirit's frequency way up here.
yep,
They are bringing their frequency down to the lowest they can possibly bring it to communicate with us. We have to bring ours up so they meet in the middle, which, FYI, that's where the name medium came from. Okay.
yep,
So we have to raise it. And you can do that by listening to frequencies. You can do that by sitting outside, plant your behind on grass, on ground,
yeah,
and really get into when I say a meditative state, that doesn't mean put yourself in a pretzel and put your fingers like this. No, no, no. That means sitting on the grass, closing your eyes, and just breathing in the air.
yes.
If you're anything like me, which I feel like you are, your mind is very busy.
Yes.
You're never going to have a blank mind, and that's okay. You can still do this in that like meditation pose without truly having an empty mind.
Yeah.
You know?
Like when I used to have time before my new job, when I used to walk a lot in the woods, just by myself and just go walking in the woods, that's when things would happen a lot. When I was alone in the woods walking, and it would be like it would
They
happen
just,
so strong where I would like have to sit down because like I couldn't breathe. Like my heart was racing and I had to try to like, okay, calm it down and try to like slow everything down. I'd hear so many voices at once. So I'd have to just like, all right, slow down for a minute. But I feel like when I'm not in the woods and I'm just home about thinking of 100 things, like nothing.
yeah. So there, you have a guide that is a male who wears white with a gold kind of rope thing around his waist. According to him, that you have fear when you do hear.
I do.
Okay.
I have people.
So,
I've literally heard people.
yeah.
Can you hear
So
me?
let me explain how spirit works too, okay? So if they're giving me information, like I used to have people come to me with gunshot wounds, and it was really like, holy crap, you know? When you're 18 years old and you see somebody's head and blood, that's scary, right?
Yeah.
So I said, no, don't come to me that way. Come to me a different way. And they would. And then they would tell me how that happened. You have to set the precedence, and they will. They'll listen. Okay. But don't have fear. I'm more afraid of people walking around here than I am of spirit. I'm like way more. Okay.
I think it's
like,
just talk at first when I hear it, and I have to like calm myself. And say,
yeah, really, that's what it is. Really, it is. But you're going to be okay. I really feel strongly. They're showing me you sitting on the earth doing that. That's my recommendation. That's what I was told.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks so much.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. Hello, Miss Lauren. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. Is that how I say your name, Lauren?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How can I help you?
Well, this is the first time I've been on your live before, but this is our first time actually meeting. So it's nice to meet you. Thank you. I have a question about somebody I've recently met. My husband passed away almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in October.
Okay.
And this person that I am now speaking with, I'm somewhat hesitant to move on, but not move on, moving forward. I will never move on, but I have a really good feeling about this person. We've connected very quickly, very strongly. Just trying to see if maybe you have any thoughts.
Yeah. So I feel like he's went through a lot.
He has.
Yeah. Like he's definitely, his heart has been stomped on.
Yeah.
Not like, I mean, really bad. So I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm more concerned about you hurting him than him hurting you.
Yeah.
I mean, like genuinely, because you can be very abrupt. And it's just in your nature. That's not a bad thing. But I think you have to be very gentle with him when it comes to words. He takes so like it's black or white. He's not going to read in between the lines. And you can be really hurtful with words. So you got to watch it. You really have to be gentle with him. I'm not worried about him hurting you at all. But I know that sounds funny because you're asking me advice for him, but this is what I'm getting. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to come across that way.
I totally understand what you're saying. And I think I'm more like that now more than ever because I have so much to protect with my kids. And
and I also think that there are, you know what, in his mind, it's really hard to compete with a dead guy.
And I told him too, there is no competition.
Yeah, but he feels it, he sees it, and he feels it. So you have to be really conscientious with that because he feels it and sees it. So even if you're not saying or comparing, I think in his mind, he feels a comparison. Now, I'm being told you do compare, though. I take that back. Because they just said you do compare. So, yeah. So, and that's okay, but you have to be very mindful of your words with him. Just be very mindful. I see nothing preventing you. I think it's a great match, actually. I think it's really good. I feel like he's in it to win it.
Yeah.
But he also is looking for commitment. He's not
Yeah.
looking for, let's just hook up. He's not
No.
about that. He's looking for a commitment. He wants a long-term partner that is going to be there to the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if that's what you want, then you have found the right guy. I see nothing, like there's so much, when I see him, there's so much love that he has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take him, somebody will. Yeah, he's a great catch.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think it's scary to me.
Why do you not think you're deserving of him? I mean, I don't mean to like put you on the spot, but I want you to think about that for a minute. I want you to just contemplate that you've had such tremendous loss and pain. And I'm not just talking about your spouse passing. I'm talking about other things too. But why can't God gift this to you? Why can't that be received with the same love that it's being given? You're a fantastic catch. You deserve it. Why not? I mean, you've had enough of the turmoil. How about some good for a while? Doesn't that sound a lot better?
Yeah, sure does.
And I think that to have a partner that is willing to show up and pull their weight, you also have an opportunity for a redo, because I feel like in your marriage, you were always doing everything. And I don't feel like he is going to be that way. I mean, it'll be shared responsibilities. It's going to be great, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope that was helpful. I don't mean to be pushy or abrupt. I just want
no, not at all. It's exactly what I needed to hear. And
Good.
I think I was just afraid to kind of take that leap.
Yeah.
But with the wrong person, maybe. So.
No, I don't feel he's the wrong person.
Okay.
I don't, not at all. I feel like he's a very, very good catch, honestly. I think he's patient, and I think that he has a lot of, everybody has flaws, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not trying to make him sound like, everybody has flaws, but what I feel is most important to you is family, commitment, and honesty. Those things are so imperative with you. They're empirical at your list, and he ticks the marks on those. So I think that it's going to be good. Yeah. And he will be faithful. I think that there's been some question about that. Yeah, he'll be faithful.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming on. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fantastic. Okay. So would anybody else like to join me live in the studio as soon as I can find the link? I don't know what the heck I did with it. Let me scroll up here because I know that she posted it somewhere. There it is. I knew I would find it at some point. So if anybody would like to join me live, this is the link. And that would be fantastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short commercial break. So my sponsors can also get their information in here. And I will be back in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Hello. Thank you for sticking around. And let me see. I'm going to go through some of these. Hello, Stuart. Let's see. Oh, he's saying the link doesn't seem to work. Let me see if I post it here, if that will help. Okay. And hello, Miss Crystal. How are you? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Stuart, if you can't join, you can just type it in the comments and I'm happy to answer. And Michelle just asked that too. Yes, happy to answer. And hello, Darren. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thanks. Super good. It's been fabulous. Very well. So Crystal, if you have a question, you can put them in the comments. Stuart and Michelle, if you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments or join me live. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you. Yeah, Michelle, absolutely. I will wait. Thank you, Darren. You're fantastic. I will wait patiently. Okay, Penny Hurst. I was wondering if there was any messages for me from anyone that came in. Thank you, Penny. Is my saying that? Okay, Penny. There's something about being blocked in a particular goal. Hold on for a second, because I just got that, and I know that you're asking for mediumship, but that's the first thing that I got, so I want to follow that up, okay? I feel like you're trying to take charge and kind of create the life that you have been wanting, like making it almost an adventure out of it. But I feel like there is some challenges that you are being confronted with right now. Will be easier. Okay. In October or November, things are going to shift for you. This challenge, and they're not telling me what it is, so apparently it's none of my business, but whatever challenge that you're going through right now, that's going to be short-lived. It's not going to always be this way. You know, you got a few more months of it, but it will resolve. I hope that that helped. Okay, so let's see. Oh, hello, Miss Taryn. How are you? I miss you too, doll. Love you. Okay, here's Michelle's question. From Spirit for my career path. What is her last name? I'm going to murder this last name. I'm so sorry. Jakubowski. Why do I want to go? Chow. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Michelle, are you intuitive? God, I feel like I've had this same question before. Deja vu all over again. Are you intuitive? Can you like put a comment so I know? Yes, okay. That makes so much sense. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're just coming into your own. You're opening up more. And I also feel like you kind of went from like just, you know, super green, awakened to where there's been like a pretty significant jump in abilities, which has left you off balance and not really sure of where to go from here or how to. I feel like you're trying to make sense of how can I prove that this is happening now. You don't have to prove it to anybody. Just show up and share it. But I see you utilizing that. I don't know if this is like your side gig or what, but I see you definitely utilizing it in a clientele base. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, is really what I can say. And I feel like people are questioning your abilities, or maybe you perceive it that way. Let me see if I can. Where is she at? Michelle. Thank you. Wish I could make it stronger. Yeah. Well, there's a lot that you can do to make it stronger. You have to start talking to your team. And I know how you receive information. It's not like you're going to hear them say anything. So it's going to feel really odd to have a conversation and you're like, okay, I'm just talking to thin air. But by saying what you want, what you need out loud, you will have that come into fruition. So if you're like, hey, I want to work on blah, 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 they will work on that with you. But you have to tell them what you want to work on. Right now, you're receiving a lot of things, claircognizance and clairsentience. That's what I feel. Claircog and clairsentience. Your claircognizance has opened beautifully. Yeah, that's my impression. So I hope that helped. Let me know in the comments. I wish you could join up here. That'd be awesome. And this is Miss Jennifer. Hello, love. How are you? Okay, what is this? Where I am in my life. When are things going to start looking up? Crystal. February. That's what I'm getting. February. And I think that I know that seems like an extremely long time. And they are going to continue to get better until February. And that's really where you're going to find that peace, is in February. But I feel like it's this slow, minute movement towards peace. And there's a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot of moving parts. There is some relationships that are problematic, finances that are problematic. There's a lot of moving parts that are going on right now, and that's why it's taking till February, because in order to kind of even that energy out across all bases, by February you should be at a really nice, peaceful space. I hope that that was helpful. Okay, let's see, what's the next one. Do you feel like I'm with my soulmate? When I get questions about soulmates, I always hesitate. The question is, do you feel like that is your soulmate? Are you happy? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you have joy every day that you wake up? Do you feel enamored within their presence, that you are on top of the world? Soulmate, the term soulmate is actually metaphysically much different than most people perceive. A true soulmate, in its definition through metaphysics, is somebody who will push you when you don't want to be pushed in the most uncomfortable ways. And typically, one person is ready and the other soulmate is not. You are two halves of one whole. It's a very tumultuous relationship, a soulmate is. So let's see. Crystal Johnson wanted to know if Spirit has any messages for me on career, love, and spiritual growth. I think that you're utilizing your spiritual knowledge in your career, which is not metaphysical, but you're utilizing that. And I also feel like you're contemplating doing, like, putting yourself out there as a practitioner, like revealing I am, a practitioner. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. I think there's some people in your work environment that can be very challenging, that can also challenge you in your normal peaceful space. I feel like that's a thing. And I think that makes you question your career, but I don't feel like you're going to be moving out of that particular field. Yeah, that's what I'm perceiving from that. I hope that was helpful. Yeah. Okay. Can you help me and let me know if my daughter is going to be okay? Can you put your daughter's name, Jennifer? I'm so sorry, but I work really, really well with names. When I'm doing this texting, it's a lot different than if I have a person in front of me. So that would be super cool. Okay, Marissa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I think she is going to be okay. I feel like she's very heavily protected. I know that this is also very challenging, and I feel like you are unsure of how to be of use. Like you're helpless. Like you want to do something to make it better, but you can't. So the short answer is yes, she will be okay. It's going to take time. I hope that that makes sense the way I'm saying that. Okay, good. Okay, let me go back up. Let's see. Here is Dee Dee. Okay, I was divorced 23 years ago and never had a relationship since. Will I ever, or am I meant to go through life solo? I don't think anybody is meant to go through life. I think a lot of people choose to go through life. I actually feel like you're a pretty upbeat person. And I feel like you are. I love when I get certain symbols, symbology in my head. I'm seeing this because I feel like you're, very powerful in your own right. And you also have that, I don't need anybody, I can take care of myself. And the cool thing is that you're right. You don't need anybody to do that. You would like somebody to do that, but you have to make room for them in order to do that. I think the bar is set really high. And by no means am I saying you have to lower the bar or expectations. But I feel like you could be missing a lot of opportunities simply by saying this type of person, no, this type of person, no. Yeah. And I think you have to, they're not going to fall out of the sky. You have to go out and be social, go to new places. And I'm not saying you're not social. What I mean by that is you have to go to new places to experience new people. And I feel like you are very comfortable with, the group of people that you're around, which is a small group, very small, but you have to experience new people that way. Man, the dating world is not fun. I know it's not. But I don't think you're meant to go through life solo in any way, shape, or form. In 2 months and 6 months, you will meet somebody in 2 months and 6 months. This is what I call opportunities, okay, in 2 months and 6 months. One has blonde brown hair, clean cut, and this is my frame of reference because that's how spirit works with me. He has a very adventurous kind of personality, and it's a little too adventurous for you. That's my impression. In 6 months, they don't fit the physical quota, but I think they're mentally, emotionally, a very strong character person. So I hope that helped. I hope that helped. And the second gentleman, I feel like his name is Matthew. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay. So let's see. What does it say? You do such Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. It's fantastic. And Shayla. No, I haven't seen anybody named Shayla. Thank you, Christine. As always, you do such an awesome job. I don't want to be a mom to someone. I want. Yeah, that's why I say you're going to meet this guy in like 2 months, and I think he's a little too adventurous, and you're going to be like, but I think the 6-month one is going to be, he's going to be like the right person internally, but you have to get over the physical. And I know we have to physically be attracted to people, but I think you're being way too linear with that thought process. I mean, I love you. I'm not trying to be judgy, but it's a good opportunity in 6 months if you let it. Okay. Your life, your choice, your path. Do you, boo boo? I'm just throwing it out there. In 6 months, there will be a pretty awesome opportunity for you. Okay. And I really hope I'm not being offensive at all. Okay, let's see. I just want to figure out the presence I have around me. Shayla. It's a female with an M name. She has long hair, but she keeps it up. In life. I know this is going to sound super funny, but she had an interest in aquatic life. Like, they're just showing it to me over and over and over again. So I don't know if that's fishing or she loves swimming or going to the beach or something like that. But I mean, like, really liked aquatic life. I hope Shayla's on here. Please, if you can accept this, put your response. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going. This is ancestral. This is on mom's side of the family. And I'm also, there's a very distinct smell. It's almost like it's like a perfumey, pepperminty kind of smell, faintly. That is the presence that I feel. She was very religious. And I think you're going through a tough time right now. And I think that's why she is in your presence to provide comfort, to watch over you, to assist you. Yeah, because you're asking for help. You're asking for assistance, and that's why. Yeah, I feel like she's there to provide comfort and assistance. And I'm not getting any responses. So, oh, you're welcome, Dee. You're welcome, love. Very much. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that Shayla got that. But to let you know, it's nothing creepy, nothing scary. This is an ancestor. So I hope that was helpful for you. And I appreciate everybody for joining me. And thank you all. And as always, much love, and many blessings to you. And until next time, I'll see you later. Thanks again. Bye-bye.